Today we discuss the data. We know that we have seen the types like integer and double, and those data types are used. There are some different data types which are as a data type or user data type. Those can be by the user at the time of programming. So what are those data? Those data actually the arrays. Arrays, we have seen the one-dimensional array, two-dimensional array. Then we have seen the functions, where the functions can be used as a programming aspect. There, one of the feature of programming is a function where we let us discuss with the pointers, where the definition of pointers says that a pointer in a C language is a particular variable which holds the address of another variable. So the pointer is the address of another variable. A pointer which holds the address of another variable of same data type. This is very important, that is the same data type. The pointers are used to access memory and manipulate the address. We have to manipulate the address where the pointers can be used to access the memory. The pointers are the most distinct and excited feature of C language, where it will provide the power and flexibility to the language. Although pointers may appear a little confusing and complicated in the beginning, but you can see it once we can understand the concept, you will be able to do so much more about the C language. So let us start with the pointers, where we can understand what are the pointers and how they can be what they do. Let us start with the understanding what does the address of memory location. What are the benefits or features of pointers in C language? The benefits says that the pointers provide the direct access to the memory. The pointers provide the direct access to the memory. See, this is very important benefit. The pointers provide a way to return more than one value to the functions. So pointers may provide the more than one value to the functions. It will reduces the storage space and complexity of the program. This is one of the important aspect of pointers, that is it will reduce the storage space. When we are declaring the pointer, when we are using the pointer, the storage space will be get reduced and the complexity of the program will be always reduced. This will reduce the execution time of the program. Again, the execution time of the program will be reduced by using the pointers. It will provide an alternative way to access array elements. So as such, the array elements can be accessed by using the pointers. The pointers can be used to pass information back and forth between the called function and calling function. So we can use the pointers in the functions also for the called function and calling function. The pointers will allow us to perform dynamic memory allocation and deallocation also. This is also one of the important aspect, important feature. The pointers helps to build complex data structure like linked list, stacks, queues, trees, graphs, etc. So this will access the linked list also. Those are the data structures, linked list, stacks, maybe the stacks, queues, trees, and graphs. So those all are the data structures in C language. The pointers allows us to resize the dynamically allocated memory block. So the pointer will allow you to resize this allocated memory block, and dynamically you can do it. The addresses of the objects can be extracted using the pointers. So that can be done all by the using the benefits of or uses of the pointers in C language. Let us see what are the drawbacks or limitations of the pointers. See, uninitialized pointers may cause the segmentation faults. So there may be some segmentation fault internal in the C language if you are uninitialize the pointers. Also, the dynamically allocated blocks needs to be freed explicitly. So that can be done explicitly. That is, out of the way, we can give or free those blocks which are actually dynamically allocated in the C program. Otherwise, it would be lead a memory leak. So there will be some memory leakage if we are not doing or we not free the explicitly the dynamically allocated blocks. The pointers are slower than the normal variables. This is also one of the important drawback. That is, it is much slower than the normal variables. If pointers are updated with the incorrect values, it might lead to the memory corruption. So those are the all drawbacks of pointers. So what is the address in C language? See, whenever the variable is defined, whenever the variable is defined in C language, the memory location is assigned for it, and in which its value will be get stored. Now we can easily check this memory address, that is the memory address, using the AND symbol. This is also we have seen in the program. In our program, we have seen ampersand A, that is in scanf we have used this ampersand symbol. But what is this ampersand symbol? It will give some memory location, memory address of that particular variable. So if variable var is the name of the variable, then ampersand variable will give some its address. What it will give? Ampersand variable will give its address. Let us write some small program that will see the memory address of any variable that we can define in our program. For example, see here, main program is there, variable is given 7 value. So value of the variable is %d, that is variable. So that will be given as a 7. Now memory address of the variable is %x. %x is specified by the ampersand variable. Ampersand variable, what will be that? Ampersand variable. So that will be the memory address of the variable is, see here, BCC7A00. That is the memory address of the variable, that is ampersand variable. What it contains? Ampersand will contains address of here. Is the address? This is specified here. See, what are the operators that will be used with the pointers? Let us discuss the operators, that is ampersand and star, that will be used with the pointers in C language. So what is ampersand? That is the address of, that is AND operator, ampersand operator. Okay, ampersand operator will be used here. We have already seen about in the first example that we can display the address of variable using ampersand sign. I have used, for example, ampersand num to access the address of variable num. That is, the address operator is known as address of. Let us keep in mind, listen carefully, what is this and is a address of a particular variable. So what is this? For example, printf address of variable is %p ampersand num. So that will give, see what will be give, this will be the address of variable. Which variable? Num is a variable. Point to note that %p, why it is used, is the format specifier which is used for displaying the address in hexadecimal format, that is in hexadecimal format. So maybe this num has given that in the hexadecimal format. Now that you know how to get the address of the variable, but how to store that address in the some another variable. So for example, as we know that this is the address, ampersand will give the address of a variable num, but can you store this address, whatever the address we can get here, that we can store in another variable? So that can be, that is where the pointer comes into the picture. See, where we can store the address, but that address can be stored by using the another variable. So the pointers in C programming are used for holding the address of another variable. So what will it will say that it will hold the variable value. Okay. So what is the concept of pointer here? Whenever a variable is declared in the program, system allocates a location. So system will allocate some location. So that is address to that variable in the memory to hold the assigned value. This location is on own address number. Every location in the memory has its own address number. What is this address number? So we can saw about that the address number. Let us assume that the system has allocated memory location ATF for a variable A. So integer A is equal to 10, but A will be get stored value 10. 10 value is stored. So what is this 10? 10 is the value. What is this? What is this container? This container is a location where the 10 is stored. See here, this location, maybe we can just say that this is the location where 10 is stored. What is this A? A is the name of that location. A is the name of that location, but where A is stored, A is address of ATF is an address of A. So this is a name of location or name of variable. What is that? A is a name of variable, but where A is stored at ATF. Okay, so that is important thing. So that pointer will give the address. Okay, but we can access the value 10. The value 10 will be get by using the variable name or by using its address ATF. So what is the address of A? Address of A is ATF. ATF was the address of A. So A is stored at ATF. See here, but ATF is stored in some memory location. So this is a memory location where ATF is stored. The question is now, how we can access the variable using its address? Since the memory addresses are also just numbers, memory addresses are just numbers, they can also be assigned to some another variable. So the variables which are used to hold memory addresses are called pointer variable. The variables which are used to hold memory addresses are called pointer variables. So 10 is stored in some memory location. 10 will hold the value of A, but A value stored on the address ATF. ATF is stored in the, that is the address of A, but it is stored in some memory location. ATF is stored in memory location, and we can define the pointer name, that is PTR. So that will be the address. 82C will be the address of this pointer. We can declare a pointer variable which will hold the value or address of A. So address of A, what is that? This is ATF. ATF. But where ATF is stored? ATF is stored in some another location. This is the address of A. Address of A is like this, which will hold value ATF. Okay. Now, the next thing we can just see. Value at address star will be the operator. What is this operator? The star operator is also known as the value at address operator. This is important. Ampersand gives address, star gives value. See here, value. Address gives, ampersand gives the address of any variable, but star gives value at address. So that will be star. Star will be remain as a value at address. At address, you can say. So both operators we can use in C language, that ampersand and star. Ampersand will be used as an address of, and star will be used as a value at. Okay. So how we can declare a pointer? Let us see how we can declare a pointer. The general syntax. Data type will be used. Star is specified, and then pointer name. So the data type of the pointer and the variable to which the pointer variable is pointing must be the same. So data type of the pointer and variable both should give the same data type. Same data type should be there. For example, integer star p1 pointer to an integer variable. See here, double star p2 pointer to a variable of data type double. Character star p3 pointer to a character variable. Float p4 star p4, that is pointer to a float variable. So above those all are the some of the examples of pointer declaration. If you need to store some address of integer variable, then the data type of the pointer should be integer. In some cases, in the same case, with the pointer is used. Okay. By using star operator, we can access the value of this variable, through a pointer. Okay. So this is a declaration of pointer. See here, data type we can declare. What is data type? Integer. For example, see here, integer, double, character, float are the data types. Then star is given, star is provided, and then the pointer name. For example, p1, p2, p3, and p4. Those are the names of the pointers. This is the declaration of a pointer. Working with the pointer, how we can work with the pointer? For example, double A is equal to 10. A is equal to 10. A will hold the value 10. Star double star P. So now the star P is a pointer variable declared which has a data type double. P is equal to ampersand A. Ampersand A will hold value of address of A. Address of A will be stored in the P. P is a normal variable, but star P is a pointer variable. Star P would give the value of the variable A. The following statement would display the 10 as output. What is that? %D star P will hold. What will be the star P? Star P will be holding the value is equal to the 10. Sorry, P is given here. Star P will be hold value 10. Similarly, if we assign a value star pointer like this, star P is equal to 200, it would change the value of the variable A. So above statement will change the value of 10 to 200. So that may hold the value 10 to 200. For example, if you are storing the star P is equal to 200, so the value will be changed to 10 to 200. Okay, like this we can work with the pointers. See, this is the exact working of the pointers. What you can say? Let us see again. Integers variable is equal to 10. Variable is equal to 10. Variable will hold value 10. Integer star P. Star P will hold, will be a pointer variable, and P will be equal to ampersand of variable, that is address of variable. So address of variable will be stored in the P. Now these are two memory locations. 10 variable, this is the variable. Name of this variable is VAR and it will hold the value 10. Now 10 is stored on the address, that is whatever 0x7 so and so. So this is the address. This is the address. I will write only add. Okay. If we write this add, this will give that is you are going to add. No, this is the address. So this is address of what? Variable. Variable will hold value 10. So this is value. This is value, and this is variable name. Name of variable. Sorry. Name of variable. Now this address is stored on some another location. This is another location. What is that? The name of this another location is a P, like this name, that is the variable name, but it is a pointer variable. So star P will hold value, star P will hold value 10, because star P gives the value at address. The value at address is a 10. Which address? On this address. Where this is that address? Address is somewhere else, which will hold the value of variable equal to 10. So this star P is equal to 10. P is the pointer variable that stores the address of variable. The data type of pointer P, the data type of pointer P and the variable should match, because an integer pointer can hold the address of integer variable like this. So this is very important thing, that C pointers can be used for declaring all these pointers. Again, the pointer initialization, we can just again revise this. How we can revise this? The pointer initialization can be done. It is the process of assigning the address of a variable to a pointer variable. What is pointer initialization? It is the process of assigning address of the variable to a pointer variable. So it will contain the address of variable of the same data type. It will contain the address of a variable of the same data type. So in C language, address operator ampersand is used to determine the address of a variable. The ampersand immediately preceding a variable name returns the address of the variable associated with it. For example, integer a is equal to 10. A is equal to 10. Integer star pointer, star PTR, that is the pointer declaration. See here, this is the pointer declaration. Integer star PTR. So star PTR is also integer. A is also integer. PTR is equal to ampersand A, that is the pointer initialization. This is pointer declaration and this is pointer initialization. What it is shown in this example also at the right hand side in the white section, you can see in the figure, that is A is stored, for example, A is stored at 10. 10 is a variable. So the address of A is equal to 200. So A is equal to 10 and integer star pointer is equal to ampersand A, for example. So what is this 10 value? Where it is stored, 10 is stored at 2000, but 2000 is a particular value of address of this value 10. This is stored on some another memory location, that is 2000. The name of this variable is a PTR. So the pointer variable address, now what is the address of 2000? It is address 4000. So this is address of operator, that is address of X. So address of X will be 2000. Address of A will be 2000, like this. Points to remember while using these all pointers, how we can declare and how we can remember the points in the pointers. Some points we have to use and some points we have to remember. While declaring and initializing the pointers, star will indicate that the variable is a pointer variable. So star will indicate this. Star will indicate this. Then the address of variable is given by preceding the variable name with ampersand, that is the ampersand. So star is a pointer, ampersand is the address of. The pointer variable stores the address of the variable. The declaration integer star A does not mean that A is going to contain an integer value. It will means that it will going to contain the address of variable storing integer value. So what will be that contains? That is the address of variable. It will storing the integer value. To access the value of the certain address, you can store the pointer variable star, and here we can use the star can be read as a value at address. Star will be called as a value at address and ampersand will be called as a address of the variable, like this one. Keep in mind. So this is the C pointers, that is the array of pointers where we can use the integer star PTR maximum. So in many situations we can use the array of the pointers. We can store the pointers array into character or integer. Anyway, you can declare integer star PTR maximum value. So maximum integer values can be stored in this pointer variable. Okay, like this, the following example with these three integers which are stored in the array of the pointers. You can say Just example will show this particular example. See, this is the example. Array of pointers. Array of pointers shows that array of pointer. It will show that maximum. This is this constant value. Integer constant maximum is equal to 3. A will contains 3 values, 10, 100 and 200. This is integer I. Star PTR is the integer star pointer, that is star pointer value. And for example, for I is equal to 0 to I is less than maximum, you can see these all are assigning the address of integers. That is PTR I will give the values of A of I. A of I, this is 10, 100 and 200. All these value will be get stored in PTR value. Now, I is equal to 0 to I is less than maximum. All the values will be get printed here. Star PTR I. Star PTR I, like this one. Star PTR is here, but it is just printed with the star. Just printed with the star. See, the star is given here. So those values are printed here. 10, 100 and 200, which are actually given initialized in the array. I think let us find all these arrays of pointers. We shall stop here. Okay, thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much, all of you.